just kind of kept forgetting and running out of time, but a couple people wanted me to kind of look up like Coinbase and just basically talk about crypto. I've only visited this site for maybe like 2 minutes, so this is kind of like a little bit of a new adventure for me. But yeah, anyway, this is not like any trading or investing advice. I'm really bad at I guess cryptocurrencies. I really don't know too much about them. So this is just purely for relaxation and I guess entertainment. I think this is actually pretty cool how it's breaking down each cryptocurrency by the market cap, as well as I guess 24-hour volume. Yeah, because I guess the cryptocurrencies trade all day, every day. Do they open on the weekend? I kind of want to check this company out too. Didn't they actually just go public? 56 million users. Oh wow, that's a lot of volume. I guess depends on the amount of money too. Developers, business. So crypto basics, I guess I can really learn all about it, but I think this stuff it's interesting. I think investing in it is a good idea for me, but I just think it's a little confusing and I'm not exactly sure when it's going to be super practical, but where was I before? Oops, that's not learned. How did I get to that thing before with all the it's probably right here, prices. I didn't realize Ethereum was this big of a market cap. How do I click on it? It's up to oh wow, it's up to 12% today. Or is it the last 24 hours? Yeah, the last hour. So after we look at this platform for a little while, I want to go to TD Ameritrade, that platform I use all the time, and chart some of the cryptos. I guess just talk about it more in there because I'm more familiar with the platform. Ethereum is a decentralized computing platform that uses Ether, ETH, to pay transaction fees or gas. Developers can use Ethereum to run decentralized applications and issue new crypto assets known as Ethereum tokens. View more. As made in 2014. This means this means that anyone anywhere can download the software and begin interacting with the network. So unlike Bitcoin, primary purpose of Ethereum is not to act as a form of currency, but to allow interacting with the Ethereum network to make and operate smart contracts without having to trust each other or use a middleman. Smart contracts are applications that run exactly as programmed, without any possibility of downtime such as ship fraud. But I still don't get what it is. Ethereum uses a virtual machine to achieve all this. Yeah. Ethereum aims to decentralize security and open support a blockchain. But I don't get where is the value derived from. Does that make sense? That didn't really help me understand what Ethereum really is. Check out the website. Kind of a cool picture. I like their logo. Oh, cool, get different languages. I saw Japanese. There's Japanese. I'm not gonna be able to do that. Read all of it. Pick a wallet. Start. Is there? Learn. Let's see what else they had here. I mean, I think you guys kind of already know what it is, but I want to really know exactly, like, what it is. I can do this on my own time, figure out exactly what it is, but let's just talk about all of, or not all of them because there's a lot, but Just out of curiosity. I don't think so. First cryptocurrency stored and exchanged securely in a digital blockchain to visible in small amounts, known as Satoshi. Satoshi. Something like that. Made in 2019. Like, I guess to me, Bitcoin makes sense because it's kind of like that prime number. But I still don't get how that prime number creates its value, if that makes sense. I mean, like, the deep rooted meaning behind how it actually makes the value. Actually, I'm gonna read this real quick. This seems kind of cool or interesting. One, you need Bitcoin to put your goods on the internet. It's global. Isn't closed on weekends. It's like cash. It cannot be reversed by the sender. Credit card and statements can be. I don't think that's too common, but I guess it is for scamming people. It's private when paying Bitcoins. There's no bank statements. And yeah, see, that's a plus to it. Bitcoin payments are fundamentally more secure than, yeah, I guess, when information is recorded over the internet. Open transaction. Yeah, but again, like, the thing with all these e-payments and stuff, I guess I'm playing devil's advocate, but like, if the internet goes down, I can't buy something. I guess now, technically, if you go to like a store and you use a credit card, yeah, you can still use your credit card if the internet and the power is, I guess not the power. Yeah, if the power goes out is what I meant to say. Can you really use it? I'm just like to think like what are the negatives to using this? Ethereum 2, why are there two of them? Just make it faster, less expensive, more scalable. Gosh. Okay. Is that necessary though? You know what I mean? The only thing that I want to look out for with all this cryptocurrencies is I feel like there's so many of them, right? There's hundreds. There's 5,000 different cryptocurrencies, 5,300 different cryptocurrencies. I feel like a majority of these are just trying to get people to throw money at it, and then they just. I'm not saying it's like a scam, but it's like a scheme. Yeah, I guess that's the better word. To just transfer money and provide little value. Like, obviously, I think Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tether, I guess, what is this too? I think this is a pretty big one. I actually heard, I don't see it in here. That's small. EOS, I heard EOS too, that's pretty small though. But these three, I have heard they've had somewhat practical uses. Wait a minute, what am I looking at? Oh wait, isn't this, yeah, this is the one where it's always $1 or something like that. Yeah, this is it. Ethereum token that is pegged to value of a US dollar stable coin. It's backed by bank reserves and loans which match or exceed the value of. Do not send in. Yeah, but like, what's. So if this like is the same thing as like $1, like, why would I buy it? You know, like, if I could just use dollars, I get it might be easier to transact, but that's why I have like credit cards and stuff. And then I guess like the credit card companies do take a profit, right? So that's where the credit cards are bad or annoying. But then with this, like, how is this costs money to, like, the electricity, the store, like, certain data and stuff, like, no matter what something in this costs money, how am I paying my little fair share of this? You know, like credit cards, I guess I understand, but this, I just don't understand where that money is going, especially if it always remains, like, constant. Like, you can't bump up the price. Binance coin price. Fees paid in Bitcoin. just being dumb and I don't see it, but I don't see the value. I don't like this chart. I kind of wish they had numbers on the side. I guess it's all relative anyway. But I feel like why would you not have numbers on the side? You know, like that. I feel like that's kind of important for the price if I'm charting it. I get it's probably a new platform actually. It'd be kind of cool to get like candle wicks and stuff. That'd make the trading a lot more practical, I guess. Here's another one, the US coin. This seems like the same thing as like Tether. Let's take a look at it. It's a stable coin fully backed by the dollar. But here's the thing, it's fully backed by the dollar, but like the dollar isn't really backed by anything other than itself and relating currencies. But I guess that in itself is somewhat backed by it, but to me it's, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a derivative, is that what I'm thinking? No, that seems more like I'm losing my train of thought. But it's like a derivative, so this thing is backed by the dollar. The dollar's, let's say, backed by this. Let's say something else is backed by that. It's like, so this thing is kind of backed by, let's say the dollar was backed by gold, so then this would be backed by gold, technically. But it's like a derivative of it, so it's not necessarily. I just think this is, what's the point of owning this over a dollar, you know? I guess to have it in the crypto realm so it's easier to transact. But I don't know. Tron. I like Tron, that sounds cool. There's a cryptocurrency running on the Tron. It's called to create a decentralized internet. Is that even a sentence? Its goal is to create a decentralized internet. How do you decentralize the entire internet? What is that? What is this? What's happening? Let's see the website. Decentralize the web. Oh, they're being serious. They literally want to decentralize the entire web. I don't know if that's possible, but that'd be interesting and I guess important, but I think it's too challenging. Let's go to the last page and see. Oh, these don't even have market caps. Blackpool. It's got like a monkey on it. It doesn't even say anything. It must be like brand new or something. I think that was a little ambitious. Let's go back to page 1. Let's go to like page like 5 or something. See, these market caps are still pretty large in comparison. Oh, it shows the one we can trade. Let's try. Let's find one with a cool name. I don't like any of these names. Civic Singularity Net. I mean, we can't trade it, but let's check it out. This is just a singularity of Coinbase. Or of cryptocurrencies. See, like, here we go. It aims to solve blockchain scalability, high fees, using technology. Alright, I'm just gonna read this. Every word of it. CTSI is a utility token that powers the blank whatever network which aims to solve blockchain scalability and high fees using a technology called optimistic rollups. CTSI can be used for staking and fees for processing data on the network. Enables smart contract creation using mainstream programming languages. What I just read was absolute gibberish. This doesn't make any sense. It doesn't tell me anything how this works, what it's used for. I get it it aims to solve blockchain scalability and high fees. Yet it aims to do this blah blah blah. Can be used for staking and fees for is this even like what does this even mean? Used for staking fees and processing data on the network. What do you mean? I don't know what this is. And maybe I'm just dumb, but I just don't think that's worded right. And I feel like the majority of these are just worded really weird. client-server model of the internet by incorporating a blockchain layer on top of existing buzzwords no one's gonna really understand, aims to help utilize unused bandwidth and data. I mean, I guess that's kind of important because there's probably are some different types of bandwidth, but like people don't use certain different bandwidths because it doesn't make sense to use them because it's not, I guess, faster or efficient. Like, I guess they're trying to make it more efficient. Maybe that's the thing, which is often distributed inefficiently across different users, allowing both individuals and larger ISP, blah blah blah, network speed, blah 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 blah. Just this entails. Here's the thing, like, I still stand by this. Like, if you can't explain something to a 5-year-old, you don't know what you're talking about. All of this just seems like a bunch of hoopla. I forgot who said that. Was it Einstein or Feynman? Or Feynman. Feynman's a good guy. Let's see. Anyone can run a NKN node simply by relaying data with their interconnection. No expensive hardware or GPUs are required. Nothing but laptop. Raspberry Pi. Wait, TV's the Raspberry Pi. All the way to, okay. Let's see what else they got. There we go. Perfect. Is it building the largest blockchain for network sharing? If Ethereum is building a decentralized computer, we are building a decentralized communication network. Okay, there we go. And this is software overlay network built on top of today's internet that enables users to share unused bandwidth and earn token. Software overlay build. This pool of shared network resources can help everyone enjoy faster. Okay, I take back what I said before. They did a good job explaining this here. I mean, it's not perfect, but so they're literally building like a telephone network for the internet that isn't used or monitored, I guess. At least from my interpretation. Everyone enjoy it faster. But like, is it that big of a problem? That's my question. Like, is all this even necessary? Anyway, I think I'm diving way too deep into this. I feel like, I feel like I'm in like a negative crypto mood for some reason. I guess I'm just skeptical, that's why. So naturally, I'm just gonna ask a lot more questions to poke at my curiosity and if these companies are explaining what it actually is better. I mean, I guess that one before made kind of sense. By the way, I don't have any cryptocurrency. I think I mentioned that before, but I'm not going to these low market cap ones and trying to push up the price. I just don't have any of these anyway. MLN is Ethereum token that powers Enzyme, a protocol that aims to facilitate on-chain asset management. Like, what is this? Just explain what this is. Allows users to build, share, and explore investment strategies, filtering by historical performance. Used to pay various functions. Yeah, this does nothing for anything in my opinion. Let's check it out again. Too many. What the? It's a cool website though, but what is this? What website is this? They don't have a website though, I guess. Yeah, it's just an app. I'm not gonna launch the app. Actually, yeah. Let's go to something else. Actually, what's on the side? Most visited in the last 24 hours is Maker. Ethereum token. So if all these tokens are Ethereum tokens, why would you not just like buy Ethereum, you know? Maybe someone could explain that, but I think that just makes more sense. If all these other cryptos are using Ethereum, doesn't that make Ethereum like more powerful, or like the supply of it's gonna decrease if these other companies using it? So that would make it, in my opinion, investable, because the supply is gonna be decreasing because the use is, I guess, more practical than, like, why would I buy this coin if I could just buy Ethereum? You know? Describes a utility token, governance token, a recapitalized resource of this maker system. The purpose of the maker is to generate another Ethereum token. I understand it. To make Ethereum tokens $1, but like, there's like a not like a hidden thing, but there's something like I'm hinting at that I just don't. It's hard to explain, but again, it's like a derivative. Like this, I need an Ethereum token for this, and then this is gonna make the Ethereum token equal $1. It's like, okay, we'll just do Ethereum token or buy Ethereum. Why even do all this? All this technology, money, and sorry, I'm trying to think of where to click next. All this money, electricity, and time, and all this, and is it really worth exactly what this is doing? I don't know. Top gainers, Soul, and let's see. Whoa, what happened here? That tanked. Decentralized computing platform that uses SOL to pay for transactions, aims to improve blockchain scalability by using a combination of proof and stake consensus and so-called proof of history. As a result, they support 50,000 transactions per seconds without. See, like, I guess, is that like a selling point? This is about 1/3 of all the text on the on here. But if no one uses the platform, it doesn't matter if it gets supported, because if only like 2 people are, let's see, 10 billion market cap in Canada. I mean, that's actually pretty big, but that's a lot of transactions per second. That's a lot of buying and moving around. If you use the crypto to pay for stuff, why are all these crypto use the same word, decentralized? Everything's scalable, everything's decentralized. They're all using these bigger, interesting, like, and I keep saying interesting, like bigger words that don't really, to me, make any sense why they're using the words. Let's click on one more, then I want to go to TD Ameritrade. Let's plot Ethereum and Bitcoin and kind of look at them. So Ethereum token, another Ethereum token that governs. Why are they all using Ethereum token and not Bitcoin? I think that's an interesting question to ask or look up. That governs. Okay. MIR is an Ethereum token that governs the Mirror protocol, which allows the creation of fungible. What is this? Fungible of goods contract without an individual specimen able to replace or be replaced by another. What is the ability of a good or asset to be readily interchanged with another of a like kind? Okay. I mean, that makes sense, yeah. Just like you could easily trade currencies. Okay. Allows the creation of interchangeable assets that track the price of real-world assets. Is important. The project aims to enable 27 equity trading and minting. So is this just a Ethereum token that creates a platform that you can easily trade your assets all the time? But do we need that? I don't know if we need that. Alright, let's we'll keep this open. Let's jump on over to the computer. I mean, like, we are always at the computer, but now we're at the chart. So this is Ethereum. Oh wow, Ethereum's really new. Wait, this is February, since we got the futures. So these are the futures. I don't know exactly. There's like a big difference, but that actually seems like kind of like a trend line right here. Yeah, this actually seems like a little bit of a trend line here that kind of spilled over. A little bit higher volume on the spillover too. See, we got a lot of wicks. 1, 2, 3, like 4 or 5 wicks, like here. Was that 2100? Does that make sense though? I feel like I guess I was getting bought up before it hit 2000. High of 4400. That's a big wick down. 25% wicks here. Really big support or resistance level at just below 3,000. Yeah, like 2,100 about. That's a bad trend line, but I mean there isn't too much to look at, but it's kind of interesting here. It's kind of seemed like it was spilling, not spilling over, but big move up. Kind of spills over. No volume on that one sell day, then a huge gap up. Despite it being a doji, it's still gapped up. Yeah, it's a lot of selling here. 10,000 volume on 4,000. So like 4 billion or something. Definitely a lot of volume picking up here. I don't see a reason why it would fall below 1,300. Yeah, there isn't too much I can look at here. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. It is the god mark after all. It's up 6% today. It's still in the morning. I guess the market's always open, but like the New York Stock Exchange hasn't opened yet. So this is the monthly. I mean, I don't see anything really wrong with this massive pullback on a long-term time frame since 2018. I think this is a decent catch. Honestly, actually, if it does retest at like 20,000, I think that'd be kind of healthy, but I don't think it should go there right now. I feel like it should at least like meander on through, maybe go to 40,000, maybe bounce back down, then eventually stumble down to 20,000, then go up. I'm thinking like really long term, like a couple of years, you know. Maybe that's dumb the more I think about it. Definitely hard to predict. I'm just saying I think it would make kind of sense, especially because you like to see things retest too. But we're getting really strong wicks. These are weekly candles too, right off of 30,000. Like that's a lot of wicks actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nice wicks right off. Let's take a look at the volume too on each of these. Here's this one. This one. This one. Kind of volume is a little fading, at least these last 2 times it hit there. Now that I think about it, open interest, I don't really know exactly what open interest is now that I think about it. I don't think it's important, but these are dailies. I mean, where's this trend line going? Why did I put this here? What the heck is this trend line doing here? I mean, I guess it connects a lot. 1, 2, 3, these are weeks. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like 11 weeks. I don't think I should extend it that far, though. I think it's more like this, yeah. And a spillover. Yeah, that's actually beautifully, a beautiful technical analysis, like a spillover, kind of. Maybe not beautiful, but I mean, I'm doing this in hindsight, though. But you know, we could have gotten this slope and this slope, and from none of this data. Could have got these points. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wicks on the bottom. We don't even need any of this data because I like to do things like if I plotted this in the past or in the future, what could I predict? It's 1, 2, maybe 3 points would have been nice, but I guess you did ultimately get the 3. But yeah, so if we only had like this data here, you can see it's kind of like a rising wedge. And that, from a technical point of view, sometimes I think, let's say 60%, it's more often than not it's going to spill over. And it actually did. Let's see, is there like a head and shoulders pattern going? I think head and shoulders here too. Maybe I'm dissecting this too much, but I mean, you kind of see, here's the head. Here's like a double shoulder. And then here's the second shoulder, and then a down. What's making, Disney's making like a head and shoulder. It kind of looks bad on here, but it looks better on a weekly. Shoulder, head, shoulder, I think it's going down. sell. I mean, obviously we see that with the wicks, but people are probably gonna want to sell here. You know, oh, I got some good profit and sell. Probably coming back here. Oh, it's back here. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it goes down to here. But people definitely buyers at this trend line. Let's make that thicky thick. Alright, anyway, I think I kind of hammered this a lot. Again, none of this should be taken as any trading advice. I don't know anything about crypto really. I'm trying to learn a little bit more, but a lot of it just seems a little schemy and scammy. I think I have a little bit of a pessimistic point of view to most cryptocurrencies, as you can tell, but I think Ethereum and Bitcoin are going to have their place. A lot of these other ones that are being hyped and like talked about, like on that Coinbase platform, I think most of them are useless. But I think, you know, obviously you can make money trading it, but I don't really want to trade anything that I don't think has any innate value and utility. I'd rather just trade something else. But yeah, I think Bitcoin and Ethereum are probably good stuff. And these are like the only two futures, or crypto futures, I can even view on this platform, so I think that also says something. But like one of those cryptocurrencies where it's like it takes Ethereum, makes it something else, and then makes something else. It's like, why? Just buy it. You just use Ethereum, you know. I think when you think about it too much, when things become too complex and hard to understand, or kind of have to make your own reason for like creating something, I feel like it just was the point. Just seems a little scammy. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed this talk about crypto. I'll try to keep Ethereum and Bitcoin on the watch list. I mean, we usually do, but I'll try to dedicate like 5-10 minutes each video to, maybe not 10 minutes, probably 5 minutes to the cryptos. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you